So we'll start today sitting on the ground. You can sit on something to elevate the hips. I'm going to have my books to sit on. Bring the hips a little higher. Let the knees relax, and we start with opening the sides of the neck, so rolling the shoulders up to the ears and then back and down, and dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Left palm can start walking away. Right palm on the left ear, gentle pressure for the neck. Keep drawing the left shoulder down, offering very gentle pressure. Keep breathing through the nose. Become aware when you're holding your breath. And come back to breathing. Slow inhales through the nostrils. Slow exhales out the nostrils. And we're here for about 2 minutes. Relax the left shoulder even closer to the ground. And relax the right shoulder as well. And inhale, gently come back to neutral. Right palm comes down, left ear to the left shoulder. Gentle pressure, left palm, right ear. Keep drawing the right shoulder back and down. The right fingertips can start walking away. As you inhale, you send the inhale into the right side neck. And notice if you're collapsing the chest as you're here, start opening the chest. Breathing, creating more space in the shoulders and the side neck. Few more breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale slow through the nose. You can keep the eyes closed here. You can keep walking the right palm away from you. And inhale brings you back to the center. And then from here, we'll come sitting on the toes. So take out whatever you have under the pelvis. We'll need something like a scarf or a strap or a belt. I don't have a strap, so I'm going to use my socks. So from here, come sit on the toes. Tuck all the toes under. Sometimes baby toes need some help. Tuck them all under and come sit on the heels. And then here, roll the shoulders back. And tuck the chin. Start pulling the top of the head to the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down. Open the palms. We're here for a few moments. And then we start working on the shoulders from here. So bringing the mind into all the sensations that are in your feet. Noticing what you're feeling. And just observing without reacting to the sensations. And when you feel it's becoming too much, we can respond by coming off taking the weight off the heels, relaxing, sitting on the toes, on the heels, untucked. And then when you're ready, you can go for round 2. And then as we're here, we'll start opening the shoulders and the triceps. So the left elbow will come up, right palm, left elbow. Left palm is touching the back, the space between the shoulders. We're starting to open the left tricep. You can close the eyes here, relax. Of course, we're in the feet as well. We're in the sensations in the feet. So keep breathing here, steady, through the nose. Inhaling, feeling the air come in. And exhaling, feeling the air leave the nostrils. And then we switch. Right elbow comes up. Left palm on the right elbow, opening the right tricep. Right palm is flat behind in the space between the shoulder blades. And again, respond to the heels. If this is too much, come sit here for a few moments. You can always come back to here. So we're opening the right tricep, and then we're going to notice where the ribs are in space. So if the ribs are sticking out, so from the side you have this tilt of the pelvis, we're going to correct that tilt and tuck the pelvis under and bring the low ribs underneath. Tuck the lower ribs closer to the pelvic bones. So it's a subtle motion, but from here, tucking the pelvis, tucking the low ribs. And feeling into the right tricep. And exhale, relax. You can come out from sitting on the heels and then bring your strap, your cord, anything really to grab onto. So we're going to keep opening the shoulders, and you're going to bring the strap behind you with the right palm at the top. Left palm is going to come meet whatever you're grabbing. And then with time, maybe the fingers are moving closer towards each other. Or maybe you're here and this is enough. And if this is enough, then we stay here. So from the front, it looks like this. And then with time, the palms are connecting. Your right elbow will come straight up, left elbow will come closer to the torso. So, but wherever you are is fine. It's where the body is at. So we're working on external and internal rotation of the shoulder here. Keep breathing. And then we're going to switch. And so this time, left palm is going to be on top. And right palm comes under. And moving the fingers close towards each other on your strap, socks, scarf. And again, become aware of where the pelvis is in space. So if you're here with the pelvis, we're going to tuck the pelvis Bring the low ribs a little under. So keep opening the shoulders here. You can close the eyes. Come back to breathing. Your focus is breath. A few more breaths. And then when you're ready to transition, let the socks go, the strap. And then we're going to sit on the heels one more time. We're going to interlace the fingers behind you. And you're going to draw the palms to the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Open up the chest. Look up to the ceiling. Keep rolling the shoulders back, trying to connect the shoulder blades. And keep drawing the interlaced palms closer to the ground. Few more breaths. Open up the throat, whatever feels good. And then we're going to interlace the fingers the opposite direction. So whichever thumb was on top, now that thumb is going to come underneath the other thumb. So the other way you interlace should feel awkward. It's the way that is non-dominant way that we interlace the fingers. So from here again, drawing the shoulders back and down, drawing the palms closer to the ground, tucking the chin first and then opening the throat. You can keep the eyes closed here. Roll the shoulders back and down closer to the ground. Few more breaths. And inhale, bring the head in neutral. And then from here, we'll come into child's pose. So separate the knees, touch the toes. Start walking the palms forward in front of you. Drop the head down. If you want, you can have something under the forehead, so maybe a yoga block, maybe a few books. Relax the forehead fully into the support. And start thinking of making the pelvis heavier and making the pelvis move towards the heels. And the pelvis may not touch the heels, and that's fine. And if you want more support, you can have something, a rolled up blanket on top of the heels, under the bum. Thicker than my socks, of course, but something rolled up under the pelvis to support the pelvis. And keep relaxing the neck and the head. And keep sinking the pelvis closer to the heels. And the next inhale brings you up. Start walking the palms towards you. Take out whatever you were sitting on. And then from here, we're going to come into the squat. So we'll work on the squat. So if you have 2 yoga blocks, you can bring the yoga blocks and we'll bring them underneath the heels to elevate the heels. So bring the heels on top of the yoga blocks. Come into a squat. Maybe you're here. And that's okay. So if your heels are lifting, then the blocks are there to support the heels. And we'll stay here for a few moments. So you can tuck the chin, pull the top of the head to the ceiling. You can rest the elbows on the knees. And breathe through the nose. Deep inhales for 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale for 3. Exhale for 5, and keep going at your own pace here. Slow down the breath significantly. Allow the nervous system to relax here. You'll start feeling sensations in the ankles and the hips, the low back. Stay with that for a few more moments. And then when you're ready, you can start coming out. So take the blocks away. And we'll come into a puppy pose from here. So first, stacking the joints. And then walking the palms away. So this is preparation for downward dog. We're working on extending the spine here, making the spine long. The hips will stay where they are, over the knees, and all you're doing is just bringing the head closer to the floor. And you can rest the forehead on the ground. Make sure the knees are comfortable. Maybe have a blanket under the knees if they don't feel comfortable. And keep stretching the sides of the body, the armpits. And again, as always, maybe you have a block under the forehead to bring the floor closer to you. And keep walking the palms further away from you as you create more space. And keep pressing the chest towards the floor. You'll feel this in the shoulders. We're working on shoulder mobility here. And when you're ready, inhale, start lifting the head, walking the palms a little closer. And then from here, we'll come belly down to the ground. And bring the palms right under the shoulders, toes pressing into the ground. Exhale, rest the forehead on the floor. And then inhale, press into the palms. Lifting the chest, rolling the shoulder blades back. And exhale, forehead down to the ground. Rest here. And next inhale, start bringing the chest up. And then we're going to look over the left shoulder. So you're looking at your left heel and fixing the eyes on the left heel. Stay here for 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, bring the chest down, forehead down. And then we're going to come up to the other side. So palms under the shoulders, inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, looking at the right heel over the right shoulder. 10 breaths here. 1, through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. And you can always come into child's pose here. Knees together or knees apart. You can rest the palms behind you with the feet. Relax the shoulders. And relax the low back. Make the pelvis heavy. And next we'll work on the hips. So we'll start with bringing the right hip forward. So this will be a lunge. So walking the hip all the way forward and then walking the left knee all the way back. So the left foot stays flat on the ground, right knee 90 degrees. And you can stay here. Make the neck long. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And relaxing the left hip flexor. Breathing steady. Maybe with some time you want to move the left knee even further back as the left hip flexor relaxes. And then if you feel comfortable, you can start inhaling and coming up. Maybe the palms come to the right knee. If that feels okay, you can always stay here. And the other option is you can always have the blocks helping you here, elevating your right palm. You can have blocks on either side, framing the right foot. So picking the version that feels the best in your body. And next exhale, release the left hip one more time. Release the belly. And then maybe you use the blocks to come up. Just switch the sides, pressing the palms into the blocks. Lift the left knee. Stay here, one breath. And then the right foot steps back and the left foot steps forward. Right knee comes down to the ground, right foot flat on the ground. And again, feel free to have the blocks here to help you stay up. Chest is open, shoulders are moving back and down. The chin is tucked. And we're exhaling, relaxing the right hip flexor. Keep the breath steady. Notice if you're holding the breath. Try to make the exhales longer than the inhales. Relaxing the right knee. You can always have a blanket under the right knee to make the right knee comfortable. And then when you're ready, shifting the pelvis all the way back, and we'll stretch the left hamstring. So left toes come up to the face. And again, the blocks can be here to help you out. Left knee is moving towards being straight. Of course, nothing wrong with keeping it bent, finding what feels good here. Breathing steady. And then we get ready to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll switch. Right foot comes in front. Walk, walk, walk. With the toes forward. And then rest on the knee. Send the right toes towards your face. Have the blocks, the books help you stay up here. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 5. Feeling into the right hamstring. And thinking of dropping the pelvis lower and lower. And when you're ready, start coming out. And we'll come into a downward dog with a little twist. So bringing the right knee all the way back. Tuck the toes. Press into the fingers. Spread the fingers wide. Start coming up into downward dog with the knees bent here. And maybe walk the heels one at a time. And then we'll bring the left foot and tuck it on top of the right ankle. And of course you can keep the knees bent here as well a lot, resting the belly on the upper thighs. And you can make this dynamic and start opening the right hamstring a bit more. Whatever feels good. And here for a few more breaths. And left foot comes down. Right ankle comes on top of the left ankle. Left knee can stay bent. Breathing. Can play with the left knee. Bend the left knee, straighten the left knee. And then when you're ready, regular downward dog, knees bent, pressing into the palms, elongating the spine. And then when you're ready, walking the toes halfway in. And then when you're halfway, crossing the right ankle over the left. Come sit down, feet in front of you, and relax in Shavasana. Final resting pose. You can keep the knees bent, collapsing inwards, or you can open up the knees, bring the toes together. Up to you. And stay here for a few moments and relax. Come back to normal breathing.